Welcome back. Let's get some solid technical opinion now. Rohit Srivastava is founder and strategist at IndiaCharts.com. He's joining us right now. Rohit, thanks for your time. Good to have you here. What's your prognosis? Is the rally done for now?
So I think that the rally is not definitely done. I think the last 2 days technical correction may have put people, given people some kind of a setback, but some basic theory like Dow theory, which says you should look at say higher tops and higher bottoms, has actually not been violated throughout this decline. So we're actually continuing on the way up, unless we really break say 9141 on the daily chart or 8909 on the weekly chart. The higher top, higher bottom structure remains. So I think we are headed back to above maybe the recent high that we saw at 9880, maybe up to 9980, which means very close to the 10,000 mark, maybe even surpass that before we can actually start discussing a top again.
Okay, fair enough. And then what? I mean, once you get to 9900, is it possible you go all the way to the 61.8% retracement then?
Yes, so I'm keeping that completely open because 61.8% would be around 10,300 to 400. So we should be open to the idea that we come close to that level. Typical bear market rallies end somewhere between the 50% and 61% retracement mark. So that gives us a broad range of 9880 all the way to 10,300, 400. There's also a gap that you left behind just below the 10,300 mark, which I think may get filled in the process. So that's what we look out for as a final, last push.
What about the Bank Nifty? That is the weekly?
So Bank Nifty has been pretty weak, but if I just take a trend line from the March low, it comes at 19,500 odd. So I think unless we really break that, again there, I would think that Bank Nifty is in late stages of a basing formation. It's been negative, but I think that's where you should get the maximum catch up in the next move up.
How's the global setup looking, Rohit?
So in the global setup, if you only look at the S&P, you'll get a pretty similar picture because you end up looking at a 61% retracement for the S&P, and we are exactly there. And the last few days, we saw some selling, but we did not break the 20-day average. So, and then you switch one leg to the next index. So you go to the NASDAQ or you go to the Russell, and you get a very different picture. One, in the case of the Russell, you're continuing to see the same thing, higher tops and higher bottoms. And the NASDAQ has actually gone past the 61% retracement mark all the way to the 78% retracement mark. So what I'm sensing for the US indices is that as much as the situation appears bad fundamentally, because of the liquidity injections and the general negative sentiment, the short covering and whatever activities there can even drive the US indices back towards their previous highs. So I'm not ruling that out technically, as much as it might not make sense because you already have an overshoot in the NASDAQ, which is holding out.
Sorry, and the dollar itself?
So the dollar, I think, has been the center of our whole discussion, and we are still looking at medium to longer term strength in the dollar, especially against the emerging market currencies. But what has started right now is some kind of a pullback. I think all the intervention that the Fed has done has put a brake on the rising dollar index for the time being. We are not seeing it go immediately above 100. I think at some point it can. So I'll not rule out the trade on the dollar both ways, because the highest point the dollar had reached was 104, which was way back in Jan of 2017. And initially, I was only looking at this as a counter trend move that would end at maybe 61% or 78%. But almost at 100, we've retraced significantly. But still, we haven't gone above 2017. So it doesn't violate the idea that you're in a bear market for the dollar longer term. But this entire 1 to 2 year rally in the dollar was counter trend. At the same time, you haven't really broken the trend line for the dollar index, which was from all the way back from 2010, and that holding still keeps hopes on that the dollar may have one more leg on the upside. So I think both sides it's slightly gone into a non-conclusive zone. You want to actually get a breakout of the dollar on either side. But when I look, like I said, when I look at emerging market pairs, then it looks like the dollar is going to get stronger against them in the medium term. But in the short term, we may be simply consolidating or pulling back. So probably you just have that, a pullback in the dollar before it goes higher against emerging market currencies, which is probably still not showing signs of having started its next move higher yet.
Rohit, it's a pleasure. Thank you very much. I think very concise and crisp views there. Rohit essentially saying that, not sure whether this rally is already done. He thinks we may get to, keeping the idea open that we may get to 10,300, 10,400 on the Nifty. Of course, that would be the 61.8% retracement. He's saying that US indices actually can head back to their previous highs. The Nasdaq, of course, is the closest to its previous highs. Although, as he himself said, it probably wouldn't make very much sense fundamentally, but technically he's seeing that, so open to the idea. And the dollar, a bit of a no man's zone, saying that it will, over time, of course, get stronger against emerging market currencies.